Well, I found out I was pregnant when I was with one of my girlfriends. She had just gotten married and she had a bunch of pregnancy tests at her house. And
Well, she called me on the phone, and we had talked, and she let me know that she took a pregnancy test with a friend of hers and that it was positive. And I think initially I was really surprised.
he was just from the beginning super supportive. So I would say, shocked, but not, I just remember being so happy I was with him. But yeah, it was a big, big surprise.
I looked up online like so many weeks past conception, what the baby looked like, and really you could see a little person. And I remember just thinking, wow, that's amazing. And I lost my dad when I was young. Definitely always a part of me was missing, wondering, about my dad, and just so knowing immediately that I was just going to be there for our baby. And I just knew, I knew what it was like to lose someone, and I knew that that was never going to happen to our baby.
Yeah, I wasn't really nervous to tell Kyle, but I was definitely nervous to tell my parents, my brothers, the rest of my family and friends. I think when you grow up and you have so many expectations for yourself and your life, and kind of picture your life going a certain way, and it seems to kind of veer a little bit with an unplanned pregnancy, and in the moment you're just sort of faced with, the shame and the fear of what people are going to think, what people are going to say. So yeah, I was definitely nervous. I didn't want to let anybody down.
Well, as it was a surprise for us, it was a surprise to our family and our support network and our friends. And I think that everyone deals with that surprise in their own way. And of course, like Megan said, we all have kind of our goals and our dreams and what we want for our life, and so do the family that we have too. And I think, and at that time, that her family and support was just kind of handling that news in their own way. So I really wanted her to have a place that was really no judgment, which is just an honest, open, comfortable conversation, and that was really important to me.
So when I told Kyle that, I think Kyle just knew I was really trying to work through it and wanted to talk with somebody about everything. He suggested going to the pregnancy center. I thought, okay, you know what? That's cool. I've never really gone to counseling before. I've never even thought to, that I would ever need to walk in there, even though I've seen it a million times. Yeah, going there, we were just met with, we met this woman named Becky who was awesome. The fear and the shame and everything I felt, I think definitely was dissipated when I talked to somebody who looked at me, didn't look down upon me, didn't lecture me, wasn't trying to give me a ton of advice, but was just offering herself to listen, and her encouragement and her prayers that really changed everything. I sort of felt this big, I think, right away, like, what did I do? And walking out of there felt like a confident woman who could be a mother, yes. Well, her due date was September 20th that fall, and I remember the doctor telling me, well, I don't know, you seem like I might let you go over a little bit, and, just feeling like, no, oh my gosh, it's you wait so long, and by that point, you're just so ready.
And I remember being scared majorly, just because everything at this point was completely out of my control.
Just, yeah, at that point, you're just kind of in the doctor's hands, so it's all so new and scary, especially when it's your first child.
Right when I saw her the first time, she was beautiful.
Red hair and just beautiful, little, delicate girl, and, better than anything could have ever pictured.
For the beginning, I wanted to raise her to be very independent, very self-determined, and that's really backfired because now she's tough to deal with. She's 8, but she definitely has a strong opinion, a strong mind, but she's a really perceptive person, so she's really kind of emotionally, socially really smart.
Yeah, has good language and has good, the way she sees the world is just really, really fascinating, so she's a lot of fun. I'm really thankful that there is a place that that woman can go and that I could go to, that was just such a safe space to talk to people and be your real self.
Even though we didn't, walk out all the details of everything, but just from a confidence standpoint, really felt like that was a great springboard for us.
Yeah, I just felt really like I was seen and I was heard, and I think any human wants that, especially a newly pregnant mother for sure. Wants to just feel seen and heard, and like she can do it, like she can be brave, and like she can do it. And to have somebody who's saying the same thing by your side, like Kyle was, I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything more.